Today, I'm thrilled to be joined by three distinguished guests for a discussion about the significance of Heritage Day. Please help me welcome lead vocalist of Good Luck, Jules Harding, celebrated chef Reuben Riffel, and lecturer Sanele in Shingana, who will each bring a unique perspective on the importance of celebrating and preserving our rich culture and heritage. Welcome to the show, guys.
Thank you. Hello.
Hi, thank you.
Jules, I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
When it comes to music and preserving South African tradition and culture and also unity, what has that meant for you as an artist over the years?
You know, I think it's a very unique opportunity being an artist in South Africa because we have this incredible tapestry of so many different cultures that are living together. The music is just so much a part of that, you know.
Yes.
And for us as a band, it's been very important that we collaborate, that we learn, that we find artists that we can work with that help us understand our cultural heritage as South Africans. Because, you know, you can't just, if you live here, you can't just understand one kind of person. You've got to try and understand everybody if you want to live here and if you want to be happy, you know.
Yes, yes.
So for us, it's been about collaboration. We've worked with artists across the board, from like Craig Lucas right down to Black Motion, DJ Kanyani. And we've just been able to tap into this beautiful selection of different kinds of music from different kinds of people.
Yes.
And I know we've worked with producers who don't necessarily speak the best English, but at the end of the day, we've both spoken music and we've managed to understand each other through that medium. And
yes.
So, yeah.
And that's what music is, right? It unites people without even knowing what a language is. It's about that sound that you can feel.
It is.
And Reuben, I'm sure you must resonate with this when it comes to food, because food kind of does that too, isn't it?
I think it's one of the things we all sort of get around together with. You know, when it comes to food, we all have our stories. And you know, when it comes to diversity, even more. And for me, the reality of food is, you know, I'm still learning. This country is so rich in its diversity. You know, sometimes I meet somebody and they talk about the type of dishes that they grew up with, for example. And, you know, then you learn something new. And now, more and more young chefs especially are becoming more sort of confident to showcase their own traditions, you know, where they come from. Whereas before, we were cooking, you know, overseas stuff. We love that. I mean, you know, we all like a good sushi,
French,
Asian flavors and French and all of that. But now I think we have created, or we've developed a sort of a confidence to highlight and showcase, you know, our own food as well. But yeah, Heritage Day for me, I mean, that's what I think we all do. We listen to good music, we sit around a table and eat beautiful food. We obviously braai as well.
Yes.
Drink great wine.
Exactly.
I think what I love about the time and age that we're living is that we're reclaiming so much of what is uniquely ours, from music to food to language, right, Sanele? What has that been like for you, just in terms of being, you know, in the academic space? How does language unite us and then in many ways give you this blueprint to being South African in its diversity of the amount of languages we speak?
Sure. I mean, I look at the language that I speak isiXhosa. I'm an isiXhosa speaker. And I look at the amount of richness in isiXhosa.
Yes.
And I think really it speaks to this idea of the diversity that has come into it's been part of our history, but it's also part of our rich language.
Yes.
You have the heritage of Khoi, for example, and an enormous influence of Khoi language in isiXhosa.
Is that so? Wow.
Yes.
Clicks, all the clicks.
Yes.
All the clicks, we take them from Khoi, and yet we have about 70% of the Nguni lexicon, and then about 30% of Khoi, and that shows us that we have got this history of working together, be it politically, intermarriages, and it has in one way been part of us too. So I think for me, when you're thinking about languages, we have to actually look at them and show, and it's showing us how plural we have been, how fluid we have been, and that this idea of static languages, that I'm a Zulu person or Xhosa person or just Sotho person, is a very colonial, invention that
Yes.
actually people have been working together and integrated together in our longer histories in South Africa that predate colonialism.
Yes, beautiful. Sanele, what I'm getting from you and through music and through food is that amongst all this diversity, there is such beautiful interconnectedness.
Correct.
Thank you. Thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you very much.
Happy Heritage Day.
You too.
Thank you, you too.
As we celebrate this special day, let's carry forward the spirit of unity and respect for our rich history and traditions. But now I'm smelling something delicious coming from the kitchen. What is happening there, Jay and Pali?